Mikel, congratulations. How pleased are you to tick off another difficult away trip with 3 points?
Yeah, this was a really difficult one, and everything that we've been through in the last few weeks as well. We knew it was going to be a really, really tough test, and we went through it.
We mentioned before the last 2 wins feel like they've been won in very different ways. Was tonight almost winning in a third different way in 3 games?
Every game in the Premier League offers you different things, and in relation to the context that you face as well, the moment of the players as well, the issues that we had even with the players that started. So big credit to the boys, because the effort they put in is astronomical. I think on the day there are certain things that we have to do better, but the commitment and the desire to win that they have is incredible.
What more can you say about Bukayo Saka? 300 Arsenal appearances tonight, and he marks it with a goal he almost made his own luck for.
I didn't know it was that many, but yeah, at his age, it's just incredible what he's doing, the consistency that he's showing, and yeah, it's a pleasure to have him.
It's another clean sheet, 14 for the season, 1 more than he managed in the entirety of last year. To do it the way he did tonight, with a centre-back coming in and then having to rejig it again, how pleased were you with the way that they kept the concentration when Brighton were really pushing second half?
Yeah, we are missing quite a lot of players in the back line, and we have to make certain adjustments today, but again, the commitment of every player, it's unbelievable, and that's the reason why we do what we do.
I know you said at the weekend that you've got a very strong heart and you can cope with the late games, but what were the last few minutes like?
But it's going to be like this. When you look at the other games and the margins and how difficult it is to beat opponent in this league now, it's a reality. So we have.
Fabian, how would you describe what we've just seen out there tonight?
Really good performance. Created a lot of chances. Missed chances. Gave away an easy goal, and therefore we were very disappointed about the result. But the effort from my boys, the effort from my team was really good. The fans were great today. They supported us in an unbelievable way, and therefore we were definitely disappointed.
Could you have had a penalty just before half-time? Have you seen that back?
Yeah, probably the penalty.
I saw you talking to the referee on the way back out to the second half. Has he sort of explained why it maybe wasn't given? Has he given you an explanation? No, I think in the end we have to accept the decision. It's more about, for me, that he handles the other things better. In general, the Premier League needs to find the rule, because I think that's not football, what Arsenal did there, and therefore that was more the point I made to him. Gabriel, congratulations. We've seen the celebrations in that away end today. How pleased are you to come away from a difficult place with a win?
I think we know what game we want to play, but this is a very tough play to come and play well. So yeah, I think the more important is the way we compete and to get the clean sheet and get the 3 points. So yeah, we are very happy, and yeah, it needs to rest now, because we go again.
It could have been a very different game if after 2 minutes you don't make that clearance as you're going back. Talk me through it. What's going through your head when you see the ball dropping over David Raya?
When I see the play, it was free. I don't, in my head, I don't have time to jump to him. So David's go step up, and I need to cover the goal. So yeah, I think it was a magic moment.
These big games need performances from big players. What can you say about Bukayo Saka?
Kept by these team, and it means so much, Kaz, and you understand why.
Say that again, sorry.
A clean sheet, very important.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying to you, there is a lot of criticism about sometimes how Arsenal play in the attacking sense, but what comes to mind is clean sheets when you're championships. And I think tonight they had that little bit of maybe luck with the goal, but that clean sheet mentality when he gets player of the match, when he's the leader and the best player, that's where titles are won in those moments. And this guy next to me knows that more than me.
Well, I think you don't get carried away. Do you know that was a great step in the right direction, but it's only 1 game. And of course, it looks like 7 points, obviously, but there's a game in hand for City, so that can be quickly 4. You have to go to City also, so that can become 1. Mm-hmm. But you draw off it, 100% you draw off it, but you keep a lid on it and you go to the next match, which is Mansfield, and then you play Leverkusen, and then of course you've got 2 home games then to follow in the Premier League. So we're on a little run here of 3 away games.
Yep.
and they're doing it very, very nicely after those derby wins against Spurs and Chelsea.
Those 2 home games, Everton and Bournemouth. But in the meantime, I'm sure these Arsenal fans are going to want to revel in a win. 3 points and an important night for them in the title race as well. Let's have a little look at Saka's goal. Kaz, you were just saying there, a little bit of luck, a couple of deflections as well, but a goal is a goal.
Yeah, look, and I was surprised why they left him 1v1. I thought Timber, both fullbacks are so good when they go forward, but leaving him 1v1 was a grave mistake. Timber obviously runs one of the other players off, so gives him more space, and Brighton don't go over to him quick enough. And when he comes in and cuts in onto that left foot, you know what's going to happen, and you've got to stop that. Yes, there's a little bit of a deflection. Yes, the goalkeeper can do a lot better, but you earn your luck. And I think there's very rare moments Bukayo Saka gets 1v1 moments because people double team up against him, and that's why you do, because he can create things like this.
I thought Arsenal needed to get the ball actually more often to their wingers, because look, that's the sort of damage they can do. But credit to Brighton, because they pressed really high, stifled Arsenal. But then the game management, that's been a criticism, but that was beautifully wasting time when they needed to. It was quite a cocktail of noise here, wasn't it? Manager was fanning the flames with his own. It was a bit of a pantomime, and they came through that, and that's important. They're showing that maturity.
10 wins they've got this season by a single goal, Arsenal.
Yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal used to be a famous signature tune, and then it became about playing attractive football. This lot seem to be able to do it both ways.
OK, guys, let's have a little look at how this shapes up the title race, because obviously we know Arsenal have got 8 games left and it's 9 for Manchester City. But oh, what a big night this could be in the framing of it. You can see there, Arsenal 67 points, Manchester City 60, and then these are the games that they've still got to play. And I think the nervous part for Arsenal fans, guys, is when you look at Arsenal's fixtures, whenever you say, look, Arsenal have got quite an easy run, haven't they? It always seems to be the games that should be winnable that they seem to trip up over somehow.
Yeah, but just looking there now, next 2 away games, 2 they're away from home for Man City. West Ham fighting for their lives, Chelsea, who are thinking about Champions League football, and Arsenal with 2 home games to go. So look, you don't take it. You look at it and you think, OK, suddenly now Arsenal become huge favourites. And sometimes you're accepting that now Arsenal are favourites. But there's hardly anything between this. When you look at Pep, the number of trophies that he's won, he'll be in there now. They'll be kicking themselves. But Forest are scrapping for their lives. It's such an honest Premier League. Every game is really tough. If you win it, you're going to have to do it the hard way. And that's how it's looking this year. It's going to go right to the wire.
Kaz, it was in both Man City and Arsenal's hands before these games tonight. They've still got to play each other on the 18th of April. Now it's in Arsenal's hands. Is that a big psychological boost?
Yeah, because the pressure isn't on as much as before tonight. But I do agree with Martin. I think even on that head-to-head, can we actually say that both teams will go unbeaten even after that? Who's to say? So you have to focus on each game. I am listening to you, Martin, take each game as it comes, calm down a bit.
Well, there's a League Cup involved in the middle of this as well, isn't it?
That's the big thing. The Champions League, the other cups, they could disrupt you.
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see you march into the dressing room now, where they're all celebrating probably, and say, no, 1 game at a time there.
Good rest, guys.
Yeah.
Gets plenty of sleep, but we go on to the next one at the weekend.
Look at the focus.
Don't want to go out of this FA Cup.
He's a winner, Kaz. He's a winner. All right, guys. Hopefully after the break, we're going to hear from Mikel Arteta. OK, there we go. Fabian Hurzeler speaking about his disappointment in that loss. And he might be really disappointed with the goal scorer, Bukayo Saka. Hi, great to see you. Listen, Bukayo, first of all, congratulations on what looked like a difficult game to get over the line, but helped massively by the only goal in the game scored by you. Just tell me, in the context of tonight, this result, Man City dropping points too, how big a night was this?
Yeah, this feels like a massive win, definitely for us. Obviously on the pitch, we didn't know the score, but we heard the fans celebrating like out of nowhere. So I kind of knew in my head something went well in the other games. But we focus on here, got the result done. Yeah, we feel good about it.
Bukayo Saka delivered once again as Arsenal F.C. tightened their grip on the Premier League title race. In a high-intensity clash away at Brighton and Hove Albion, Saka's brilliance proved the difference, firing the Gunners 7 points clear at the summit and sending a powerful message to their rivals. With confidence surging and momentum fully on their side, Arsenal look unstoppable right now. Every big moment seems to fall to Saka, and he keeps delivering. If this is what title-winning form looks like, the rest of the league should be worried.